Welcome to Saturday Night D&D with D and Brig. We're back.
We are back. Neither you or I are in the overlay either.
Yeah, that's what I was forgetting. Remember I was saying, what am I forgetting to do? That was it. Mine I can fix with the touch of a button.
Convenient.
Yours I have to post a new link in.
Oh, in our...
Yeah, because I have to grab it out of Ninja because it's a new link each week, but with what the element
I see. You have to
paste
a new link into your...
Yeah, I just have to change the link.
The technical challenges. Fair enough.
Yes, ma'am. I'll turn it down. There you go. There you go. It's off. Go.
We're in rare form
give
tonight.
Me a second, baby. Sorry about that. Daughter's walking in like in her night stuff, asking to turn the AC down. It's like I did not know the camera was on.
It's always a risk.
Yeah. Okay. Where is Brandon?
So while we do that fun, magical behind the scenes work, who wants to take a stab at what the hell happened last session?
Well, I'll see if I can do both. There was someone took over Gumbo, who decided to insult all of us and then kill Felix in a horrible way. And I lost a bunch of trust and ran to Haversham to tell him about what happened. It was a whole ordeal, a bunch of word salad, a bunch of hurt feelings, and I pretty much spoke for the whole episode, and everybody was shocked about that.
That was very out of character.
Because my character is, I don't say anything at all.
Who are you?
What?
Oh,
that's one that isn't changing. Anybody else want to add to that? I think that's the Cliff Note version.
That summarized a good chunk of it.
I got nothing to add except you also completely sealed the door.
Yes.
That's right. You kept everyone else out while you talked to Haversham.
Yeah, because I don't know who I could trust at that point.
Yep, that's all true.
There you go. There's Brandon. Now he shows up.
To our good friend to see if he knows anybody with some cool soul blocking technology, some position blocking technology.
Yep, that was fun. And in rare form, he didn't demand money up front because he seemed particularly intrigued by the new challenge, trying to find a way to prevent our deep gnome friend from becoming an unwitting host to more backseat drivers.
There's a lot of... Hang on.
Speaking of backseat drivers, is anybody else hearing voices? Just me? Because they're that weird necklace keeps talking to me, and I don't know why.
Has it talked to you before? Are you familiar with that locket?
It said a couple things yesterday, but that was a long time ago.
Yesterday was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday was a few weeks. We ended the session with Gumbo having the first real conversation, I think. Catching the amulet and kind of having the surrounding environment wipe clear before a figure kind of coalesced in front, saying something to the effect of, "I think I've been looking for you for a long time." I don't know if Scott needs any additional details or catch up
need
since he was
additional
not here
details.
for the last.
I would
Oh,
also
shit, he
like
wasn't
mustard
here
in
for
addition
that. Yeah,
to the
that was
ketchup.
some good insults went on in that episode.
So, for Scott's benefit, yeah, you guys have nailed most of the points. You were still in the Outlands outside of the city of Ribcage. We had the session before had sent Will off back to his home city on the world of Orthala to investigate some goings on over there. Now that he knew Felix was safe and there were no other concerns.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
And then you, I believe with Lily's help, you identified a nearby portal that landed you back using Felix's kind of, I don't know if it's temporal compass. It was a compass-like object that he used to detect planar rifts, and then pumped various levels of his own arcane ability into it to kind of force the portal open. I believe you guys found one in like an old lava tube, and that got you back into Sigil without much complaint. Made it back to the house. Everyone was sitting down to have tea, and then the world froze. Gumbo started speaking. Gumbo set her staff down and started walking around the room, villain monologuing.
Yeah, that was fun.
With some entity kind of overriding her form and using that to speak to the group. Everybody was frozen in place during this, more or less, and before the last stroke of that moment, you were first alerted to something being off when you heard a large thud from upstairs, and when you went up to investigate, you came face to face with Ethic, the Omnizu judge that you had just bested in the city of Ribcage, looking very stern and cross, but not really moving at all. And then as you started to, look to the left and the right a little bit, you noticed what appeared to be the devil's form was in fact given the cell treatment and was like a thick deck of individual slices of this character held in like crystalline glass, to which the entity that later started chewing the scenery had made mention of the fact that he was just supposed to he couldn't even get this one job right, just supposed to keep this person, just supposed to keep Felix in the shadows, forgotten, so that everything he was working on could just kind of go away and nobody needed to care about it anymore. Then walked around the room insinuating that they had done some investigations and had learned who all of you were, telling you again, drop all these efforts, stop working on what you've been working on. But I'm ending this one once and for all. Placed a bit of dark magic down in Felix's mouth, who was frozen in place with a cup of tea, ready to have the first sip from the tea that you guys had picked up on the shopping trip for his gift basket. And when I think they left with the parting words of you'll get to press the trigger. The first person to move is going to set it off, and then vacated the premises. Gumbo just slumped down onto the table because she obviously wasn't holding the staff anymore. I forget who moved first. It was some kind of like reach or warning, or
Flint went to do something, and I reacted as fast as I could to try to counterspell. Roll a nat 20,
yes,
and it still wasn't enough.
And a massive blast of cold magic just rocketed across the table, knocking everyone back. And when you turned around to see what had happened, Felix was just frozen, just a solid block of ice, a like ice sculpture of his former self, which then quickly melted from the warm tea still in his hands. And all that was left there was the amulet he had been wearing. Following that, of course, Lucky, feeling very worried about what the hell's going on with Gumbo, ran like hell with the amulet and made it to Haversham's, which was still being repaired, and tried and kind of related the whole story. Flint and Gumbo went to go talk to Iggy about, hey, this whole possession thing, that's not cool. Can we find something so that doesn't happen again? And he's looking into that at the moment. And then I think everybody met back up at Haversham's to make peace. Haversham insinuated there was a bit of deific magic about. The city of Sigil had quickly gone into, it was starting to react to the alarm as a city prohibited from godly interference any kind of celestial presence would have immediately set off some alarms. So there's concern that the person who came and took over Gumbo's form for a bit there might be a god, might be related to gods, something. And then we finished that session with Gumbo feeling this incredibly strong pull towards the amulet that Felix had been wearing before. Finally getting her hands on it through a bit of Deus Ex Machina, and starting to have a conversation with this entity that seems to be trapped within. Oh, and Blaskin, since you weren't here for the list of insults, you were referred to as a naive toy. I've still got them. I've still got them in a notepad file right here.
Sausage peddler.
No,
But it was great because I was feeding.
Peddler.
It was insufferable sausage.
Insufferable.
Insufferable.
But the best part of the whole thing is that I tagged Kate I don't know, half an hour before the game session, and I'm like, hey, are you cool if I send you a bunch of lines with no questions asked and you just read them out loud?
And I said, hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. Because at first I'm like, what the fuck is this coming from? And then it's like, oh, Brandon's feeding this. Because I was like, man, Kate's
I'm gonna have to
going off.
I'm gonna have to watch that VOD. That actually sounds funny.
You can do so
I
on
had a good time.
YouTube or Rumble. So can everybody else.
Thanks.
I'm sorry,
That
where
sure
can we
sounds
watch
convenient.
those? Links in the
Shameless
comments.
plug.
I'll go do it right now.
Right
Be sure to
now?
like and follow. Let's get us to 500.
I don't
Gee
think I'll
golly.
do that.
So that brings us back to the current moment where Gumbo, you are the rest of the party is nowhere to be seen. You're effectively in the loading screen of the Matrix, a brilliant white space with no sense of depth or direction, and then this coalesced blue, small gnomish figure, kind of reflecting your own expression, a bit of bewildered energy, kind of giving like youthful vibes, and they just like as you held this in your hand, they just had said, I think I've been looking for you for a very long time, with this like excited smile on their face.
Do I have my stick still?
You do?
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, I look like I'm ready to whack somebody with it if he gets too close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is rather a unique situation. Who are you?
Oh man, that's a really good question. I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean, I know that I don't know. Is that weird? That seems weird. But I know you.
You know me,
I
but
know
you
you.
don't know you.
I'm missing me. I'm not complete. I know that I know me somewhere, but I don't know me here.
It sounds complicated.
It feels complicated. I know that it's simple, but it's hard to explain because I don't think I gave me enough information to explain it well.
Why are you looking for me?
You are... You're carrying my help, my energy, my hack. Gosh, I hope the rest of me's better at words than this.
Were you the one that did this to me?
I can tell that that's a nuanced answer.
Yeah, I look very threatening with my stick right now.
Please don't hit me. I don't know what'll happen if you try to hit me, honestly. I knew Felix. Well, I got to know Felix. And I know that I knew you first before he found me. You were in trouble. You were in a lot of trouble. Like moments from really bad. And I did the only thing I knew how to do, which is I did to you what my friend did to me, which is hide you in something else.
I will lower my stick. I don't get it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me think about this for a second. And you watch. It's a weird kind of mirror of yourself. Like it's trying to find something physical to relate to. So it's like you, but not your specific facial features. There's no staff, but it's like the same clothes you're wearing in that weird kind of semi-translucent, only one color of blue, like ghostly form. And they kind of pace in like a 2-foot circle for like a minute. So I remember a couple things, and I know that I only know a couple things because there wasn't a lot of time to put a whole lot of thoughts in here. But I know I'm separated. I'm disassembled. What makes me is in like, I don't know, 6 or 7 different places, and they're not together. And I need help to get them back together because I need to stop something really bad from happening. And I gave you the power to help.
Okay. That's an explanation, I suppose. You wanted somebody's help?
Well, I need... I'm stuck. I can't do anything from here. And Boy. So my brother is really like, he's dangerous. You can't trust him. I know that he's already done something horrible, but I can't remember what it is. I don't think that part's in here. And I was split apart because he somehow got me to be blamed for it. And if I don't get back together and we don't stop him from doing the bad thing, it's a lot worse. When Felix found me, I couldn't really connect with him, but I did get to hang around, and I could kind of, I started to hear the kinds of things he does, and I could see some of his friends and see just a little bit of what was around him, and I knew that they needed to go to specific places. So I helped his tall friend, I helped Felix instruct his tall friend where to connect to other worlds. He had this really fun door, and so I thought we could use that. And so I kept pushing Felix to decide, okay, the door should go to these 3 places because they're super important, because they need to be saved, they need to be protected, because my brother, Kotak, that was the name. Okay, that was really important. We need to know that. Is going to consume these worlds if he finishes what he's doing. I mean, like, and he starts to speak. He's like, a sentence starts to come out, and instead you start to get like these images start to come into your head. There's a you see where did I put it? The city where you grew up, Blingdenstone, the sort of Niblin city. You see the ceiling of the whole like cavern, like the sprawl of that city. You see it just like smash down in the middle of like, or not in the middle, in like the blink of an eye, before everything gets thrown up into an open sky, and these like, you see like bits of rock that it starts to, as the visuals focus in your mind's eye, they're not bits of rock, they're entire like chunks of land. There's ocean falling off of them. This like whole like structure of the world that it was inside of is now just like sundered into the stars. You see a different flash, and the where did my window go? You see
It was smashed and all that stuff happened.
Yep. You see Will in like in kind of an open, kind of crowded street of a fairly opulent looking city. You just like assume it's probably the capital city that he had to leave to. But you see like this light start to like glow down the main thoroughfare before just a huge torrent of energy rockets skyward, and like the whole like buildings, the ground itself, the stars seem to like warp and then suck in, and then as your view zooms out, the entire sphere of Orthala just collapses down into what looks like a singularity. You have this vision of Lucky just happily chatting, in this large city down by a bay, before the you see everyone on the street, and then every object around them start to separate line by line, and the whole the entirety of the physical structure of this world just separates into ribbons, and then ties itself into an unfathomably large knot of chaos energy before it just blinks out of existence in a cold, uncaring, starless void. And like all of these visions just rush. There's no sense of time as far as how long this took before you blink again, and it's like he's just finished saying something without any words.
Okay. That's a lot.
Yeah,
How
it's
did you do
really
that
bad.
with your mouth? Wait, so
Mouth it's like a metaphor.
is that what happened? Or is that going to happen?
No, that has not happened, and we don't want that to happen. Like, really
Okay.
don't want that to happen. But he's trying, and if we leave him alone, if nobody like gets involved, that's what is going to happen.
I've got to say, I'm a selfish creature. I'm not really the one for something like that, but I'm interested in two things. I want to preserve my family's legacy, and I want to tear apart whoever did that to me and my family. So it sounds like you're the one who put me back together, and this is what you want in return. I'll help you.
I mean, help would be really great. I mean, I think our interests are probably aligned here, because I spent a lot of time near your family, not right next to it. I think I rested for a very long time in the stone, the earth, the ground near your family, and I got to hear bits, dreams, images, and I knew my brother was close, and that's when I worried, and that's when I saved you. I don't think it's too much of a leap to assume he's what happened to the rest of them. And I'm sorry, it was, your family was a good soup.
My eyes kind of squeeze shut for a second, and I blink, and I've got this kind of melancholic smile. Yeah, they were a pretty good soup.
I know this is a lot. It's about as much as I can store, about as much as I have room for, just to keep a hold of this. I know I had a friend who helped me save that much, because I know that this part that you're talking to right now is not supposed to exist. It should be part of all the other ones, and this was the one that Kotak didn't know about. So I wish I could tell you more. I think if we can start collecting me, bring me back to me, then I think I knew this at some point, that me should start to build more. I'll come together more. I think my thoughts, my memory, myself will make more sense. But I know this is a lot to think about. So just keep this in mind. And he's gonna you'll see them just like all of a sudden blink to right in front of you, and they put a hand out to like your shoulder, and this like torrent of energy, just kind of like arcane surge, fills you, and kind of knocks you back into the moment, into reality around everyone else. But you are now officially, like, successfully attuned to the amulet, and you have 1 additional spell slot.
Hell yeah.
The rest of you, you watched Gumbo catch the amulet that was falling out of Haversham's hands at the moment, and she just kind of blinks quietly for like, you watch kind of, she blinks twice. Where's my passives? So I think Blaskin, you're the only one who notices that between the 2 blinks, so you see her eyes, she closes them. When she opens them, they're just blank white. There's nothing going on there at all. She blinks again and her eyes are back. But she goes like, you don't get knocked across the room. It's more like you stumble back a step. So you've got the amulet in one hand and you've still got your staff in the other as you kind of catch your breath. But Gumbo, you just feel like both exhilaratingly full of this new energy and incredibly winded.
I run a tie.
Take a few kind of wobbly steps just to steady myself. Ooh, I'm gonna look up at everybody else, looking at me. That was
Good catch.
something. I just made a friend.
Just now.
Yeah, in here. Gosh, that is a lot to explain with very little information.
Do they have a name?
No.
Can you describe what they look like?
No. They gave me a quest of sorts. That's about it. They knew some things that I didn't know, which was nice.
Like, can you give us an example?
They knew me. They knew my family. They knew what happened to them, it sounds like. They said something bad will happen if we don't find the other pieces of this individual. Very bad. Very, very bad. I think they were the ones that put me back together.
You walk together.
I hold up the staff. You know, this whole situation.
What do you think, Blaskin?
I think for a moment Gumbo looked like I do when I turn offline for a while. I sometimes have weird visions when that happens too.
These are called dreams, Blaskin.
No, he's right. One time he found out he was French.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's awful.
Bonjour.
Sorry to hear that. Oh.
That's-
Would like the Would your new friend talk to any of us if we were holding the amulet, or was it just like a youth thing?
Oh, I don't know. You can try.
Yeah, I'll walk up and I'll hold my hand out for the amulet and see what happens.
Okay.
I
Gumbo,
put
how are you?
I put it in his hand. I don't let go of the chain.
Okay. The Laskin, give me a. Hold on, I'm forgetting the stat names. Give me a con save. No, I'm sorry, not a con save. That doesn't make any sense. Give me a wisdom save.
Nice.
I saw the 20 go by and I was like, 29.
I know.
29.
So you feel like a buzzing of some kind of arcane nature. It's not the natural magics that you're used to. It's very much like that wizard shit. So there's just like this buzzing arcane kind of aura to it as your hand comes close to touch the amulet itself, and you're hit with this kind of torrent of chaotic emotional noise. There's no sound to it. It's just like it's very unsettling because you can't sort the emotional, like a whole bunch of different types of emotional energy just thrown in a blender and then rapid fired out a hose, and none of it's making any sense, and you're not quite able to latch onto any one in particular before the whole thing just kind of like, it's like the tide comes in and hits you with all that and then starts to just like settle out till there's like nothing left.
I kind of like to think that as that happens, Blaskin's eyes turn off like he's shutting down, and he starts to fall backwards, then catches himself and turns back on. Every time I feel like I'm close to something that feels truly alive, I find out why maybe that's not the best for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was intense.
Oh, the necklace is alive.
I don't know
Well,
about alive.
There's something in it for sure, though they said it was just a piece of them.
Like a mouthpiece.
In a sense. They asked me to look for the other pieces, though I don't really know where to start. Haversham, have you ever heard of someone named Kotek?
Haversham has, during this discussion, just taken a seat in kind of one of the old table or chairs from the old table that has now just been sitting, kind of freely in the middle of the room. Kind of pulls it over to the side by the wall, takes a seat, and has been listening. No, well, not. Sorry, short answer. No, I don't recognize that name. You do. Some of what you're saying bears a startling resemblance to Felix in his younger years.
That's confusing.
No, the pursuit, the putting things together. He seemed particularly driven by an idea.
He wanted something similar to this?
Well, I do believe that's why he summoned the. Well, this group has certainly changed over the weeks and months. But the original group that you all have come attached to, I believe that's why he summoned you in the first place, to seek out items he could not locate.
I don't know if I was summoned, but
Well, I know I didn't really join you guys through whatever means you all joined, but if Felix didn't summon me, this thing definitely did.
Gumbo, give me an insight check. Or Arcana.
I'll give you a Arcana.
So you can the energy that you were conversing with, and the particular surge that you were filled with in that moment of attunement and the end of the conversation within the amulet, is a very familiar energy to the rest of your abilities.
Mm-hmm. I'm having some revelations. Am I a warlock? Is this my patron? I thought I was a wizard.
Do you see any soup?
Often? Is that relevant?
I was just thinking you're supposed to be a soup wizard. If you don't see the soup, you're not a wizard.
You threw me for a loop there for a second, because I'm like, oh, I need to go look at her character sheet. She's the warlock, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Did I just write a whole scenario out for this character and it's the wrong class?
That would be me to a T, guys, but
I'm
no.
calling myself. I've been telling people I'm a soup wizard. I've just been saying the wrong thing, I guess.
So, sorry, was that Gumbo asking the room? Or was that Kate above the table having a revelation?
God, a little bit of both, if anything.
Okay. Haversham's gonna look over at Lucky. Hmm?
Was something said to me earlier while I was taking the dogs out that I missed?
No, she was just saying, what's going on? Am I a warlock? I've been telling everybody I was a wizard, so he looked over at the only, definite wizard.
Yeah, I kind of shrugged.
Cool.
I mean, she is a bit of whiz in the kitchen.
well, do you keep your spells in a book? You have them written down somewhere?
Yeah, like
I mean,
this.
I have a
I pull out
book.
my spell book, kind of thumb through it.
I've got a book.
Now, before you pull it out, is it our book of recipes or spells?
It's mostly recipes, but it's got a couple spells in it, sure. Call me out, why don't you?
Hey, those recipes are magic, man.
Spell recipe, same thing. Stirring and kneading are somatic.
Well,
Get your material.
besides that
What's
part,
the verbal component?
When you don't do it right and you cuss.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of owe it to the guy to give this a shot. I don't know if you all are obliged to help out, but I wouldn't know where to start.
Well, could where the necklace was originally found be of any importance?
Was there another magic necklace I'm forgetting about?
No, I'm asking about the one you just got.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a guy. There's part of a guy in it. So I mean,
Where Felix found it originally?
We'd have to look it up. I was certainly. We were on. Oh, no, I wasn't even there when he found it. He told me the story so many times. I believe it was an Underdark excavation on Faerun somewhere.
Underdark, huh?
That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yes, I want to say he found it some 100, 120 years back.
Oh, well. No, unless,
They told me this is the only one that was not supposed to exist, that was hidden.
Well, while I was AFK with the dogs, did you tell us any of the stuff that you saw or heard?
I don't think she
yeah.
said it directly yet.
I'm just making sure if I missed something, like you spill, like, hey guys, I just had this wild vision and talk with a guy, or if it's like just a little bit of info.
No, we're recapping. I talked to a guy. Crazy end of the world stuff. It happened if we don't do this thing. It was really cool.
So, is this something? Is that the person that caused Felix to what happened with him?
Oh no, I don't think so at all. I think they liked Felix. If anything.
You see Haversham just kind of give a warm smile to that particular comment.
Just want to make sure, because
It's nice to know your jewelry likes you back.
my precious. Yeah, because I just
I've
make sure you're not being like manipulated or anything, like showing you what's going to be, telling you it's not, to get you to do the thing that causes it to happen.
Yeah, that would be a bummer. Not really sure how to check for that.
But I think we need to make sure that this isn't, your proximity to the amulet isn't what caused this thing to take over you, and now it's trying to be your friend, but it's really not. Because we don't want that happening again.
I mean, the magic in this feels like my magic. I don't know how much that means to you, but
Yeah, I mean, it's something, but I'm just saying maybe we should just be cautious.
can be cautious. Maybe look a bit
Did
more
you
into
ask
it
this
before we-
amulet friend about like what happened? If it knew, if it wasn't it, not. I mean, if it was, it's gonna lie about it anyway. But did you inquire about what took you over, or how? If it doesn't know anything about that?
I didn't exactly get the chance to ask, no.
Is there someone? Can you like call them up anytime? Is there a time limit?
Maybe if I shake it, it'll show messages in
Shake it.
like an 8-ball.
My God.
Yeah, like I don't know. I've had this thing for like 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I'm just curious.
Gumbo, you about this time, you hear a recently familiar voice float through your head. Please don't shake me.
I gotta jump a little bit.
Well, unless it gives you a better place to start, maybe we should look at the 200-year-old dig site.
You said this is a piece of a guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, does that mean like an arm, a leg, or is it like is he like a whole jewelry set? Like you got the earrings, the bracelet, all that stuff. Are those the pieces? Pieces how?
I'm just gonna look down at the necklace in my hands. Hey, do you know what the other pieces look like?
Roll me a Arcana check.
Sure. Same roll.
I know I'm in stuff. Other stuff that people have to find. Hold on. Let me check this small notepad file that I've got in here.
Holding on, take your time. Check your memories.
It's funny when I do that in Shadowrun, I can say it in character. Hold on, let me check my notepad.
Nope, that's all he's got at the moment. I'm in things.
It's okay, that's a start. Yeah, they said they're in things. That's about it.
Well, if we can find some of those components that I was going to do earlier, maybe we could do a legend lore on this amulet. Maybe we can get a read or something. But I'm going to need some ivory strips. Havisham's got the incense. We tried that, but I need to find the ivory strips. 4 of them. They got to be at least 50 gold each. Got to be nice ivory. Maybe that'll could give us some direction.
You see Haversham kind of look excited for a moment, like his face gets extra animated. He's kind of been lost in thought, and then his face falls back to neutral.
Oh, drat. I thought I knew someone who had at least 2 in the order, but then I remembered we used them for a prank 2 weeks ago.
A prank?
Pull pranks.
What
The
kind
old
of...
ivory strip prank, you know.
It's okay, we can just drop by the ivory store, pick up some.
It'd probably be I mean, if we could find like an ivory tusk or something like that for sale, we could like make our own strips out of it. Get somebody to cut them that was skilled. Now we're on a new quest. We gotta go ivory hunting and be poachers.
I don't like that.
What if you summoned one of the creatures, and we could take his horn, and then you can send it back?
I'm like
Well, just take some strips off of it. We don't have
71%
to
sure that doesn't work.
we don't have to take the whole thing. Just
Well,
Yeah.
it's like when they die, they like disappear. I don't know if it'll stay. Maybe you can talk to one of those things. You want me to do it right now?
Long enough for me to cast a spell. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's going to disappear at that point. Just.
I mean, I guess we could try.
Spitballing.
Summon an elephant in this shop right fucking now.
I'm gonna look down at the necklace again. Hey, is there like a timetable on your brother eating worlds? Because I feel like this is gonna take a while. What's the time frame here? What are we looking at?
Well, he's been doing it for like 120 years, right? At least. So probably not imminent, I hope.
You have 72 hours.
Not imminent would be fantastic.
Should you choose to accept this mission?
We reject it. Oh, I guess he can't eat anything.
I don't really know when is now.
Wouldn't that kind of depend on where you're from? Because not everybody's on the same clock schedule and all.
Let's make sure we're on the same time zone.
Yeah, kind of different dimensions and worlds. I think they're not all synced up.
You guys don't hear anything when Gumbo converses with the amulet.
Sorry.
All good. I just figured I should clarify.
We could say I relayed that one.
Sure.
No, I mean, it's hard to think with 1/10 of a brain. I'd be confused too.
I mean, I think it's what is it, Tuesday?
That was Saturday.
What's a Saturday?
So, I mean, Havisham, do you know what's the current daytime thing here in where we're at?
Is it daylight
You mean
savings?
like the specific time of day right now?
No, like year, day, week, whatever, it's pertinent. Year, day, month.
Your GM is certainly flummoxed at the moment.
He finds the newspaper sitting there by. Here you go, and we read off the
He
date.
says the day and year.
in the city of doors at the center of the multiverse.
Yeah, so I mean, here that's where we're at. When we're at.
Local reckoning year 1075.
Yeah, tell him that. Come with LR 1075 sigil.
We are this many.
What's a sigil?
It's a place.
Okay.
Can you hear the others or just me?
They're muffled.
Hey, good to know.
Do you relay that?
Yes.
Should we be louder?
I'll lean
Should
over
we,
like as
yell?
she's holding the amulet, or I picture it around her neck. Just lean over at her chest and yell real loud. The answer.
I don't think that is
Does
helping.
that hit? Can you hear that? Is that better?
Look,
that
you can
better?
use the thaumaturgy cantrip, right? Doesn't that make you really loud? Let's try that.
Oh,
yeah, but
please
that'll
don't-
let everybody
please.
like 200 yards hear us too.
Does it matter at this point?
Oh, shit.
What are they gonna do? File a noise complaint with the police?
Well, they can try.
Yeah.
There's certain sects here at Sigil that love to get into like petty legal disputes.
Oh, the
It's like
Orzhov,
their
I
livelihood.
understand.
The Karen Covenant.
Haversham, I know this was Felix's relic and you probably want to hang on to it after all that, but is it okay if I take it for a while? I'll return it when we're done.
I honestly can't think of a better home for it at the moment. It seems to connect to you in a strong fashion. And it sounds like it's motivating you in very similar directions to where Master Felix was trying to go, so it's almost like you're carrying on his legacy. I think he'd be happy for you to have it. I certainly am.
Well, I'll do my best. Thank you.
Of course. I will see in the meantime if I can find any information on this Kotak.
Yeah.
Felix never mentioned anything about that name in particular, but I'll see if anything
I
comes
think I
up.
saw that name in the feminine hygiene product over there at that store.
Oh, we lost a Nick.
It's
I
so
haven't
sad.
heard him in a while.
Yeah.
I think he fell asleep.
Or is he into margaritas again?
Could be.
Oh no.
That's what he was doing last night.
Oh dear. Well, he had leftovers. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, you were asking Haversham if he was cool with that. And then you're like, okay, you'll do your best.
Yes, I'll be looking into that name. And well, a thought had occurred. So do let me know if I'm overstepping here. But as we are in the midst of renovations, I was curious if your troop here, being property owners here in the city, yourselves, if you wouldn't be adverse to a doorway in your property. It's quite a quiet domicile here by myself. But as we're rebuilding, I could potentially have them connect, so I would essentially have a space to call my own without taking up an actual room in your
Or some
Your
food
property.
like that.
He's just gonna kind of like getting the positive from Flint. He's gonna kind of optimistically look around at the rest of the group.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that. You could come over more often for meals. That sounds great.
He's doing his adorable best to try to like restrain like an excited reaction, which you're used to a pretty stoic Haversham. So it's awkwardly positive.
I want it all
yes,
out, Haversham.
I'll let the contractors know to add that to the list. Thank you very much.
Is there anything that we need to do?
I guess just pick a wall where you won't mind seeing an extra door that doesn't really go anywhere.
I think we can handle that.
Excellent.
We also have what was the term? A sliced up ethic in the in our kitchen. So we should probably have somebody get rid of that before
Wasn't he
anybody
on the
else.
roof?
Was he on the roof? I thought we climbed up out of the basement and he was in the kitchen.
No, he was in. So you guys were on the main floor. This is, I mean, we can put it on different floors, but you guys were on floor 1. He landed on the floor above you, because I believe you have at least a 2 or 3 story. It's like a narrow row home kind of build.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's in your house. All pieces of him.
Maybe Iggy can help us with that.
Should we call Iggy? I feel like Iggy would want to know about that. Or not Iggy, what's his name? The guy we left the stick with.
Oh, Jasper.
Jasper. I feel like Jasper would want to know what happened to him.
We could do a sending to him.
Can we call Jasper? Just to let him know.
You.
No, I didn't quite.
Oh,
get
not a
his
sending
phone number.
stone. Does anybody have sending?
I just said that.
He's asking who has sending.
I mean, one of us has to, right? I know I'm not. I'm a druid.
It would be just lucky, I think.
I'm looking. I'm trying to remember what level that is. I'm not
3rd.
seeing it, or let me go to preparations, make sure it's just I don't have it for the day or something.
I know it's not a super high level.
Level 3, and it's bard, cleric, and wizard.
Yeah, level 3, bestow curse, blink, catnap, counterspell, dispel magic, feign death, fly, haste, and remove curse. Do not have.
Nobody has.
Well, we
Leah
need to go
sucked up
buy that
all
real
the
quick.
sending from all the multiverses.
Yeah, somebody called Leah, asked to send a message. Okay, well that might be a little more complicated than just sending a message then.
Somebody has to have a scroll for that around here.
Maybe Iggy would.
Well, if he doesn't, he knows 15 people that do.
I mean, he would probably know someone who could send a message for us, right? Or have a scroll. I don't know.
Well, I think at this point, somebody should definitely know it in our group. I'll pay for it.
Okay, so I'm hearing you guys needed to get a hold of some method to do sending, probably asking Iggy about it. And you still want to find some ivory strips for legend lore?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. How do you guys... Well, the first one sounds... Do you want to do anything besides just going to Iggy and seeing what's up?
Not particularly.
Fair enough. Is this a divide and conquer? Is everybody moving together?
Iggy's really good at solving our problems, and we have money to burn, so I mean, that works with me.
Every time I've gone to Iggy, I've had one less problem.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we could ask him
good
about
episode.
quartet. See if he
Sure.
knows anything, or his network knows.
I'm sure he would love to figure that out. Because it'll cost us money. To Iggy.
To Iggy. Archam, we will be back in a little bit. We'll let you know if you find anything out.
Likewise, I will. I could certainly start to gather word around the circle as well.
We should we stop in with the Great Circle ourselves, or like they have a place around here, right? Maybe they have a name on file.
The headquarters is here in Sigil, yes. But we used to have a door, like the Felix's office door was led here before the whole structure was damaged.
The characters would recall that in like the hallway of the various researchers and professors and those enlisted in the Gray Circle. Felix's hallway door was just a portal door directly to Haversham's, which is why he had like the orrery upstairs, among other things. Like this was essentially his office / bookstore.
I guess I have one like out of character question. Do we have anybody that's like actually connected to the Gray Circle now that Felix is dead?
Haversham is considered like a adjunct researcher. He was part of Felix's like staff. So the bookstore itself was not related to the Gray Circle, but it was Haversham's like side gig.
Yep.
But you guys have, I think you all have some kind of like item of station or a pass. I don't know if anybody's still got it in like their character sheet. I want to say there was some, maybe not. Nope. Well, not there. Don't mind me, I'm just looking through your stuff. Oh, I guess we didn't.
But we definitely went in there earlier to turn in, I think, a shield that we had collected.
Yes, they actually had a. That's right, because with Felix missing, they wanted to make sure that the archive was secured, or the artifact was secured. And I think that was the last time you guys were in there, specifically.
I think we maybe we go there first and make some more bad news. Any objections?
Yeah, sorry, I was leaving space to see if anybody wanted to weigh in.
I think that sounds okay.
Gumbo?
I mean, I was never around for any of your Gray Circle business, so that's up to you guys.
What do you want to go?
I would love to go. That sounds really cool.
All right, look, you're coming with.
I like going new places.
It's
I also
right.
like going to
place
old
to think.
places.
We'll go to Iggy's second.
Okay. Gray Circle headquarters first, Iggy's second, not a problem. The Haversham's able to just kind of jot down some directions since the last time you guys, or no, you've made this trek before. This shouldn't even be a challenge, because when the bookstore was damaged, when the bookstore was damaged and Felix went missing, you had to trek over there on foot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to say maybe like 30 minutes. It's not right next door, but he didn't have a store set up just like way across town. So, with different crowds, you're navigating through like a good like half hour gets you over to the region where more of like the guild houses, and this is in the clerk's ward, where there's also a good number of words are not coming together. Like the attorney's offices and some of those Karen cults that were mentioned before all have their guild houses there as well. But you do come to a kind of fairly austere front of this building. Looks like it has two. It's again kind of that like collegiate academic style structure. Two very long wings that you can see kind of stretch back away from the street itself. And it's like on one end of kind of an open circular plaza that there are other guild houses and bits of shops and some local residences fill the rest of the circle. But walking up to it, you see like the circular icon with the multiple inset rings that you were familiar with from the previous interactions there, as well as built into the floor as you walk through the open double doors. And as previously, there's not. Where was that sentence going? You come to a pretty standard clerk's desk there at the entrance. Don't recognize the staff member who's there, but they are wearing the same kind of gray robes with a kind of silver medallion that has that same concentric circle mark. And they just this probably in his mid-20s young half orc gentleman looks up, kind of sets down the looks like he was almost playing with a Rubik's Cube that has like a bit more of like a Modron looking components. Not quite Hellraiser, but getting there. Yeah, sorry. Can I help you?
Well, I guess mostly I've come by to let the Grey Circle know that, Felix is dead.
Okay, look, it's like my third day. Did somebody put you up to this?
No, yeah. I figured there would be some sort of paperwork or something you'd want filled out in triplicate.
Am I supposed to know who Felix is?
Short guy, big glasses.
So I'm gonna go back to the part where it's like my third day.
Recently sent a
I know my boss's name. Sorry, what was that last one?
Recently sent a rib cage.
This is sounding like a really interesting story, but I'm still really not catching on here.
Can we speak with someone who it's maybe their third or fourth day?
Yes, please. I'll be right back.
I'd like to talk with the manager. I'd like to talk with the manager of Karen's.
So the confused half-orc runs off, and it sounds like he just goes right around the corner. You hear a door open and close, and kind of some hushed, terms like, and there isn't even a response after like his second muffled sentence. You just hear like two like wooden drawers, maybe they're in a desk, maybe they're in a filing cabinet somebody was working with, just slam shut. The door swings open really fast, and a much more elderly elven woman with tight pulled like gray hair, fair like deep set wrinkles under the eyes, looks like she's definitely got tenure because should have retired, but it comes out with a very anxious, almost needy expression, and just almost dashes past the desk and is just standing, staring right down at you, Flint. You need to tell me right now that you made a horrible mistake, and this is just some sick joke.
Night. Felix is he's gone.
I'm just standing there wearing his cool necklace that he loves so much and never took off.
She's almost quivering with like rage. And doesn't have anywhere to direct it. Before... What did you have to do with it? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Who are any of you?
Well, well, it sort of started when Felix was, I don't want to say arrested, but taken to the rib cage and held there. And we decided that it might behoove us to go get him, and well, some things happened and we got in and we got back to the city, and more or less someone was waiting for us.
Flint, can I?
Yeah.
I am going to bow very deeply.
Mhm.
I'm the reason he's dead. I'm very sorry. I was possessed by something.
Oh, lucky I typed that out just for Gumbo's benefit, because I couldn't tell if she was remembering the name or not.
Okay, I was being an ass. Went
No
in
worries.
Discord.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll. I'm just gonna say a straight persuasion roll. I know Flint's also like engaging in the explanation, but there's a lot going on that really advantage isn't gonna play into.
We haven't rested or anything since then, have we?
Nope.
I think
Like
you-
the new
No.
portent
last time-
dice.
No.
Oh, you had new portent dice right before you guys took the portal back to Sigil.
Right, I mean, I've
and
used
then-
both of what I had. I didn't know if we've rested again since,
Yeah, I don't think you do have fate points.
or if a new not rested, but if a new day has passed. We
No.
may have been up 24, but it resets at the beginning of the day.
Gotcha. No, it's actually... Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So you don't have new portent dice. You guys do have fate points, and most of you have inspiration from various recaps that nobody's ever used.
We have 4 fate, and yes, I've got an inspiration.
So just saying, Gumbo, if you want to let that one ride, you can. But you've also got a couple in the chamber.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like I can do better. It's a little better.
That is a little better. She's just kind of frustratingly lost in the moment, especially with you just being like, well, I killed him, I got possessed, and you know,
Just saying it straight, man.
so like, yes, we knew he was stolen or kidnapped or arrested or whatever you're saying now, but you rescued him and then couldn't even protect, so you failed at rescuing him?
Where were you? We tried.
Lucky just got that look on his face like, ooh.
Just not a big fan of stuff getting pinned on us. Out of character. Just not a fan of stuff getting pinned on us. And this person here wasn't even fucking there. Where was your investigation?
Are you guys aware of the divine activity lately?
Let's get right back to that in 1 second.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Give
Go right
me a
ahead.
dex save.
This person is not daring daggers. This person is casting daggers.
You're gonna get a +3 from my aura.
Oh, nice. Cool. I will add that.
And I need to get that aura from your paladin.
You sure do.
Oh, well,
Well,
12.
no. No, it is
Oh,
not.
that is plus
Oh.
3.
okay. I didn't know you manually added it.
Yeah, I did.
You guys barely register the movement before you just hear this. What's your face made out of? Is it metal or wood?
Metal.
You hear this clang as the ring on her right hand connects in this like astonishingly fast slap across your face. You take no physical damage.
Okay. I'll call that fair, honestly. That was a sick burn.
We had 4 different teams all running investigations. So don't.
My apologies.
Where did he die?
In
I don't want
our
to.
living room.
We're gonna answer that less than the other question.
That was
There was some real powerful entity that took over our friend here and made her do a bunch of bad things, say a bunch of bad words. It wasn't her.
Gumbo. I mean, you. Can I hold your staff?
Please don't.
You see her kind of like adjust her robe back down to be a bit more, it got a bit disheveled, dashing out and slapping you across the face there, Blaskin. She's like, right, letting my wits get away from me. Quickly pulls the components to cast a zone of truth, just right there on the group. You were possessed.
Yeah.
She got
Is there a resist on that?
Yes.
Is there a save
is.
on that?
I will. I will
if you're
potentially
trying to
fail though.
lie. If you're intentionally trying to lie, yes, you have to
Well,
resist.
there's a save when it's cast and on the target. So the cast is for if you fail, if you fail, you cannot lie. If you pass, you can, but they'll know you're lying.
Okay. Yeah, let me see if I can just do a quick charisma save on all of you at the same time. That should be in the party sheet, right? Yeah, save. Charisma.
That's where that one, I can't remember the name of the extension that I use that I can select certain people, set the DC, click the button, and that's when it pops up for all you.
Oh god, I rolled a 31. I could just choose to fail that one, right?
Holy. Yes, I
just gonna
believe you
choose to
can
fail.
choose to
I feel
fail.
like I'm the only one who's really she wants to get the truth from right here. So yeah, no, I'm just gonna choose to fail that one.
The only one that
And I rolled a
succeeded.
31. I have a +9.
What
You
did
had
I
a
even
nat
roll?
20. You've got a +11, Gumbo.
Oh right, from staff stuff. Yep.
Oh, that's right. You guys, yeah, everybody failed except you.
Yeah, no,
I
I
rolled
will
a
choose to fail.
5. That's
I
incredible.
rolled a 5.
But she knows that I chose to fail. That's the main part.
Yes, can we,
Okay.
Are you cool with this, Gumbo? Let me show you an example of a problem. Like, hand me your staff for just a second, and
I would really rather not.
it's just for half a second so she can see that it's not like you're not in control of this sometimes.
Well, I know, but I can just say it and she'll, I think, understand.
If you
'cause
take the
I'm,
staff away
you know,
from her, she just like faints. Like
Please.
she's
Yeah.
not there.
I just love this. We really shouldn't. No, we really, please, no, really, no.
Please don't. Please don't.
The Gumbo energy.
Yeah, it's really fun to be a living corpse possessed by your own ghost. Anyways,
Is that what that is? You're a ghost?
I we're gonna
Sorry,
move on
sorry.
from that.
Another
I
time,
was
different discussion.
another
sorry.
time, another time. This poor lady is very distraught.
Well, you know, she specifically doesn't know.
I don't know what's wrong with me, man. Yeah, are you aware of the fluctuation? There was divine interference today.
We heard the alarms.
We think it was.
Were very brief.
We think it was that. Something really strong, probably godly, really wanted Felix gone. I'm sorry.
Was it quick?
It was.
Were you friends of his?
Yeah.
I'll nod.
I know friend,
I
but
thought
I'd
he's
say
a
so.
friend. I consider him such. And we started working with the Grey Circle, at least, and I go through the people who were original. I'm like, and back whenever that started, and kind of relay a quick overview of when we met who and how they came in. I guess I'm the only original now.
Yeah, because Will left.
That feels weird.
No, Flint was there by the time you guys were interacting with the
Yeah,
Grey Circle.
but we started out, it was just me, Will, and
Tony.
what was
Tony and Averist.
Tony Naz, yeah.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting that you guys. I keep forgetting that other guy existed. The one who's like the dwarf in magic armor.
Yeah, him and Will,
You-
Nick's ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah, Nick's not on the call anymore.
I
Yeah, the
remember
only,
Emily existed. I
I'm
barely
the only
remember the
OG.
other guy.
Okay. There's a notable drop to the defensive wall, which had been propping her up emotionally. I think she had been riding high on the. She chose anger. She woke up and chose violence, and just having the confirmation of the truth detector, and then the realization that he was among friends who sought to keep him safe, has just kind of deflated the fire a little bit there.
Yeah, I tried hard. I tried to deflect the spell. I tried to cancel it and nullify it, but it was too powerful.
We were just sitting down for tea in our own home. We couldn't do anything.
Oh God. I knew him for the better part of 80 years. And he still had a good 200 or 300 left. Fuck. Do you know what he did? Do you... The only...
What was the
He
charge?
didn't have enemies.
Somebody did, because they tried to, like we said, we had to go rescue him from Ribcage. Somebody wanted him there, probably to have him ended without exerting extra power and to keep people from looking. But they had to, whatever it was, had to step in itself. So I don't know what he did.
Do you know who did it?
During that time when that happened, did it identify itself, or is it just? I don't remember. Was it Gumbo just started talking?
No, it's just,
They didn't they didn't identify themselves.
wasn't his charge in the rib cage for interfering with the hierarchy or something among the gods down there.
I don't know if I forgot to put it into the conversation from Jasper's perspective, or if we've just forgotten from the context there. But effectively, the content of the charge against him was less material to him being in jail than just the fact that it was something that could keep him in jail, like something that would take forever to wash off, even if it wasn't true. So Jasper was under the impression that it was specifically selected not because it's what he was guilty of, or more so, it was what somebody knew would be like just a really bad charge, or something that would be very frustrating to try to actually get through the legal system with, in the hopes of just keeping him in that kind of limbo state for as long as possible. Do you have any leads?
I look down at Gumbo.
He was looking for some items, right?
He's led a number of digs, collections, research.
Relating to his
What
amulet.
were... Sorry?
Relating to his amulet, and I just kind of point it. Do you have it under your clothing, or are you wearing it openly?
Out and proud.
Yeah, that. It was his amulet, and apparently there's a piece of a dude in it that wants to find other pieces of himself, and that's what Felix was looking for, or something, right? Is that what I understood, Gumbo? I mean, you're the one that talked to him, but I don't think they're connected to the guy that killed Felix. So I don't know.
I mean, what if it could have been if, bringing about this would have stopped whatever Kotek was?
Yeah, that name, do you know what Kotek is?
Kotek? No, I'm not familiar.
It's supposed to like destroy all the worlds or something, unravel everything. And that's what you said, is trying to stop it. And maybe that's who killed. Maybe that's actually who killed Felix, was Kotek. I don't know if that's an entity, a deity, or what.
Well, I have a specific fondness for reading on, world-ending cults and beliefs and calamities. That doesn't sound like anything I've come across to date. I don't know anything about people in amulets. I recognized the gem there, but he never talked about it. It was just his personal style. He's had that flair as long as I've known him. What did he have you collecting?
We don't know. That's the problem. Well, speaking of, sorry to change subjects to hair, we're needing like some ivory strips and wanting to do a legend lore on it to see if maybe they can reveal more to, or if you can do it yourself. Just try to see if there's something connects this amulet to other things to give us some sort of clue where to go.
We have a fair collection of resources. Probably, as we do need to keep a wide collection of components on hand for scrying, divination. We've got that was Felix's department. The rest of his
cohorts know a good number of tools and abilities in that regard.
Yeah, well, that's a divination spell for sure. It's I kind of focus and specialize in that.
What a horrible time to know we have an opening.
Just look kind of, my shoulders kind of slump at that and look sad.
I have been entirely uncouth. My name is Tova, and I should apologize partially for that strike to your faceplate.
No, I had that coming. I deserve that.
Fair. We'll agree to agree. Let me go see if... it's fine. Walk with me. She turns and heads off down the nearer of two left-hand hallways. As you're walking through, you notice that like the interior opens into a much wider kind of like circular library space. Like the room behind the clerk's desk actually has I don't know if this is in the Library of Congress or not. I feel like it is. It's like a hip-high series of bookshelves that are all like in a rotunda with like benches and such scattered around. But that's what occupies like the center of this building. It's just kind of common research elements, and you see different clusters of folks. Some are like bent over a workbench looking at, like collaborating over some artifact pieces or assembling things. Some tinker's tools are out. Others are flipping through books, drawing maps, things like that. And she takes you guys down the leftmost hallway, peeks in on what looks like a fairly austere office space. And while you're in the hallway, she just says, Eric, yes, we're trying to get a lead on a bit of a mention of some kind of ancient entity or deity. We're not quite sure yet. But do you still have some of those ivory strips that I think you were the last one to ask about that bushel? Oh yeah, hold on. Pulls you just hear this. He pulls something off a shelf and like 5 boxes fall immediately. Shit. Throws a couple boxes behind his shoulder to the other side of the room before. Okay, yeah, this one. I got 3 left.
I need 4, and if you want me to do it here so you can get information right off the bat, I'm also going to need like 250 gold worth of incense, because I had that at Havisham's. So I can either run back and get it or what, but we're still going to be one strip short.
Okay, so we can, if you want to, we could say that you can run back and grab it while she, pulls a couple other strings to find one more strip that lets you cast the spell.
Okay.
That leaves you guys got to either go with him or you got to kill about an hour. Either following her around, or she offers that you can kind of chill in the rotunda, flip through some books if you want.
Yeah, if y'all want to do that, just hand wave it with not run off to go do that.
Happy to chill.
Unless I'm going to get waylaid while I'm out.
Yeah, you guys never see Lucky again.
Oh my god.
How unlucky.
I'm now a ghost too.
Okay, but
he
you're
just
able...
shows up. I'm a ghost too.
It's all the rage.
I possess Gumbo.
Okay.
So then,
Guys,
about an hour.
There's other ghost I found. It's Felix.
Oh shit! You guys meet up about an hour later, and you find an open work table for Lucky to go ahead and do his thing.
And that'll take about
set
10
up for
minutes to
the
cast.
ritual. So you set all the pieces out on the work table. And you're casting this on the amulet?
Yes.
Okay.
To see if we can
Let
learn
me see.
anything possible that could lead us in some direction.
The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore. Might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or secret lore never widely known. If you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain information you already have about the thing. The more precise and detailed you receive is. Okay. So, and you don't make any kind of roll. You learn, like, straight up.
Yeah. And the ivory is not consumed, but the incense is.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you finish casting a spell. Gumbo, I assume you have the amulet out. Do you need to be holding it, or it looks like you just, like, knowing it or seeing it is good enough to be able to cast the spell?
It just says name or describe a person, place, or object. So I'm describing the object. I mean, looking at it, giving it as much detail as possible. I would assume if I'm allowed to touch it as part of the spell, that would give more. You know, you can feel it and the texture and stuff in the description. But that's up to Gumbo.
Yeah, dude. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, you've got the amulet kind of held out, and Lucky, you finish casting the spell. Give me a. This is not Arcana. Yeah, go ahead and give me an intelligence save.
I'm going to use my inspiration on that one.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's better.
Yeah, but it's one
He's
better.
better.
That's just funny.
Oh,
I'd rather have rolled a 1, then I could use my halfling's luck to re-roll that one.
I know.
And I'm out of portent, so. Take 5,000 damage.
Okay, you're gonna take 15 psychic damage as you receive this information, and part of that is because you also experience this similar kind of torrent of chaotic images, emotions, sights, sounds, tastes. Your body goes through these weird, like, you're in, like, burning in the center of, like, a raging inferno to freezing in the deepest corners of Antarctica, the crushing weight of, like, an ocean on top of you, then, like, just the desiccating vacuum of space, just really having a real Doctor Strange, walk in the park. It just, like, the immediate flurry of reaching out and starting to receive the lore of this object, and that just, like, stops dead in like a one beat, after this just huge psychic spike of pain and terror and confusion, and then almost peace, just like this zen neutral peace.
And bleeding.
But you also see it almost plays out like cave paintings on a backdrop of stars, but you see two individuals, almost like it's a kind of those standard, like, Gemini stance, like two kind of identical, under what seems to be like a maternal figure, and then there's just this sense of, like, cacophony between the two, and the one kind of turns this darker shade, going from like a celestial, neutral blue to like a dark red, and the other one like this kind of middling yellow, and the dark red kind of shouts accusation, shouts daggers at the yellow one, and the yellow moves away, and then this red entity find like a third individual, a third like stand-in, kind of fades in next to the red one, and then you see the red one kind of envelop and completely consume this other entity, and then there's daggers shouted back from yellow, and then the red kind of summons in a bunch of these. Now suddenly there's this crowd that kind of appears out of nowhere of other cave painting humanoids, individuals, and the yellow shape, like they all kind of start to attach around the side, and it's pulled apart. There's a limb, there's a torso, there's a head, there's legs, and you start to see, like, in the briefest shift of your mental vision, those limbs start to coalesce into like pieces of armor, with this like one of the crowd that is pulled apart yellow, like grabs a small piece of the piece he just pulled apart and runs off, and it kind of disappears off to the side. And then the 5 pieces of armor suddenly just like scatter across the stars. And when the rest of the crowd leaves, Red is left kind of hovering there. And the maternal figure kind of floats semi-transparent. You get an impression that it's the idea of this maternal figure is still present, still a topic. And then Red like reaches down and collects 3 large orbs, has these 3 circles, and starts to like break them, pull them apart. And in that particular flash, you just hear 1,000,000 upon 1,000,000 screams, and you smell home, and you smell burning, and you start to see these briefest flickers of like an altar, like something's being constructed, and it's every time you see it, it looks a little different. It's in a different location, but it starts to flicker between these 3 different locations. And then, like in the backdrop that's been sitting behind this the whole time, everything else fades away, and you see 3 different stars start to blink, and these little threads slowly kind of weave between them, trying to pull the stars closer together. Like the threads go tight, and you just see things like ever so slowly pulling towards each other, before you feel your face again. You come back to your physical form. You're aware of the space around you. You're aware that your head is killing you, and that you can feel warm blood dripping off of your chin.
I'm just kind of sitting there wide-eyed for a minute and slump into my chair, not speaking, just staring off for several minutes.
Lucky, are you okay?
He's still just like staring. He's heard you, but he doesn't hear you at the same time. That kind of just still staring ahead.
Ova's gonna hand you a handkerchief, Gumbo, since you're asking Lucky if he's okay.
Yeah, I'll take it and I'll kind of dab his nose.
After
I saw some stuff that blew my mind as well, so I'll give him a minute to process.
So as you're kind of cleaning me up there, I kind of come to him like, "Eh, did you share any of what you saw?"
Not in
If I'm-
great detail.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm going by what she said based or compared to what was described, I don't think she shared any of the specific like cataclysmic vision. She just said it was bad.
Okay. If
Blaskin saw it too.
What?
Well, he saw the tornado of chaos and
okay.
emotions.
But no, so Blaskin didn't get the end of world like Pictionary
Yeah,
that Gumbo did.
he still almost fell over.
Yes.
if you said bad things happened, I think I saw how it started, and I don't completely understand why, but and then I go starting into the detail trying to describe everything that I saw. I'm looking to see, I don't, for some reason I thought I had some illusion stuff. I was wanting to try to like see if I could create the vision of what I saw, but I don't have anything, I don't think. The only stuff I have like that is invisibility. I got color spray. I don't have major I don't have major image or anything like that.
Guys, there was colors.
Yeah, I'm double checking. Yeah, I don't have the way. I try to visually tell you and explain what I was seeing. I'll grab some paper nearby and try to recreate the cave drawings as I saw them. I don't know how well. Not very well. At least they were stick figures, so that's what they look like.
I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of detail in them.
But I'm trying to draw it as I'm relaying the visions. I'm trying to draw, okay, at this point, and then this one went here, and I relay everything there. My guess is the one that ran off. Maybe that's the amulet. And what we're looking for is a set of armor. I don't know if that's just in the vision, if that's a euphemism, for lack of a better word. If it's just symbolic, if it's actual armor. I'm trying to think in my head to that moment, the piece that was pulled off, the size of it, and what it was is, can I connect it? Does it seem like that would be the amulet? And do I get the vibe, was that Felix the one that ran off with it? The figure that ran off, or does it make it feel something else before Felix?
You can. I'm trying to stay vague because of the legend lore,
Right.
Not really being like super detailed, but
Yeah, that's fine.
So roll me insight real fast. You feel like the fact that the spell described things to you with this cave painting metaphor insinuates that everything in the everything you witnessed had to do with something very old. So Felix would be far too contemporary.
So I mean, it's vague, it's metaphorical, but that's all I can get. It was a lot to go through and watch. I'm assuming the red one is Kotek, and whatever your friend in the amulet is here was the yellow one. I think that's a pretty good, pretty easy assumption there. Why they were arguing, the twins. I don't know. But so was there total 6 pieces total? 5 pieces of armor and with the little piece that ran off?
Yes. No, sorry. Head, torso, 4 limbs, that's 6 pieces, and then the amulet was extra.
Okay, so this is 7 pieces. So if this is 1, if my assumption's correct, that's the piece that got away. Maybe it was hidden. We gotta figure out where the armor. That's just what I'm gonna call it. It's either legit accurate or it's metaphorical. You know, what else would armor represent? I mean, it's protection. Is it just the body parts? Is it actual head, torso we're looking for?
Let's go with armor for now. That works. That's enough to go off of.
But where do we look? I can't remember what's the lady's name that we've been talking to, and is she there?
Nova? Yeah, she's been listening.
Yeah, I look at her and I'm like, the dig sites and the stuff that Felix went to. Were you there at any? Was there armor? What was there a specific culture? Were they, where can we dive down into this anthropologically to like maybe trace back to where we can start looking for more info?
Did he have any other digs planned, I guess?
I would need to check his anything that he had requested or scheduled, but didn't even think to pull that up in the last hour.
Well, at least specifically with the amulet, where he found. Do you know where he found that? Is it a specific culture or area that maybe hints something?
Well, so you know so far, Haversham had shared with you that Felix told him the amulet came from a dig that had been made. It was an Underdark excavation on Faerun.
Do we know any drow?
Well, there was that
Gumbo.
one that
We know a lady who was pretending to be a drow.
That does not count.
there was that drow back in my city that we let go that one time.
Yeah, what's their name?
And
We'll go ask them.
Gumbo, that is the world where your hometown is. Blingdenstone
Oh.
is an Underdark city in Faerun.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, but aren't those all kind of unsavory types that don't like nobody?
You mean like
because
the
of the
gnome in front of you? In case we've forgotten that Gumbo is a deep gnome.
How deep?
Very.
Deep.
My God.
Like 6 feet deep, or like at least 6 feet.
Jesus.
In the lead of your town, in that Papa's Verf?
Oh yeah, I know Papa Smurf.
Oh no.
I mean,
It's just gonna get worse.
I guess maybe we could go there and try to go back to that dig site. I'm not too fond of going underground like that, but
And
we could start.
I'm sorry, but you said you've already worked with us before in Felix's request.
Yeah, back,
Correct,
and
but how
I
you-
relay the story where it all started again, but with a little bit more detail on what he sent us to get and how it all went down. So, I mean, how long has Lucky
Lot of
actually known
shield
Felix?
here, look.
I don't know.
Sorry, what was that?
time-wise. You talking to me or to Garrett?
Yeah, I missed your question, Bradley.
How long has Lucky actually known Felix? Like, game time wise, from when we started, how much has passed? Because there's
I want to say
we've
like
done
4
a lot.
months. Yeah,
Really?
there's been a lot of travel.
I figured it would
Only
be
that much, or you think that's too much?
I think that's too little. It seems like years for all the things that we've done, places we've gone. The time traveling would take months for some of those.
Yeah, we played those pretty short because I feel like it's hard to do travel.
The
in
actual
D&D.
game time versus the hand waving you get to the place.
I don't know that we've been years though.
Okay.
I feel like if we kind of draw out the travel because playtime was specific incidents during, we could say maybe you're getting close to a year.
But however long I relay the time frame and the things that we had done for Felix.
So you retrieved 2 pieces of armor.
Do I remember those? As the player, I don't remember getting armor.
So you guys have returned 2 artifacts. One was a set of bracers, and one was a shield.
Bracers. Was there a shield in that vision?
It was, you didn't see specific.
Was like one, like I can understand cave drawing very rudely. Was there like a circle on one side, with the little circle in the middle, kind of like
I
representing?
mean, the head was a circle.
I mean, yeah, there were those. And I think back to where we found them. Can I recall any connection to either the drow or anything that connected those pieces we found and what I know of the amulet, where it was found?
So you found the shield in a long sealed tomb on Orthala, Will's homeworld, also Flint's, and Blaskin was residing there working on the ships. And it was just ancient. You ended up fighting the massive pile of undead energy in that same tomb, and then took the shield home. The bracers had been stolen from the collection in the Gray Circle by Marcus, one of their employees who's now in jail.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so that was stolen from here. So do you know where the braces originated?
I would have to look it up, but I believe they're in our collection right now.
They should be. I mean, we retrieved them for Felix. That was part of that. And if we could procure some more incense, I could try to do the same thing on those pieces to verify connection. And if it is, then then we got 3 of the 7. And maybe in proximity, bring them out anyway. Maybe proximity to the amulet, Gumbo can talk and see if the guy feels more whole, or something.
How much do you trust this voice?
I don't know that I do. I mean, I just kind of turn and look at Gumbo. You're the one that kind of gets more of a vibe.
I trust it, whatever it is. I mean, it doesn't want the world to end, which is pretty good to me.
You need to understand that this organization has existed for the length of time that it has, specifically to avoid calamity and destruction of worlds through extremely powerful artifacts being misused. And this would not be the first time a voice or an influence has tried to convince one of our number to collect things out of altruism that would ultimately be the 5 pieces of a bomb. So, forgive me if I'm worried that my friend has been under the sway of something that's going to result in a lot of chaos and pain. And what a horrible legacy that would leave.
Yeah, that's kind of the catch-22. If what we're being shown and told is to be believed, then he's trying to prevent this. Whatever's inside the amulet is trying to prevent, and the other's the one trying to do it. And if my legend lore is accurate, the guy in this is the one that was torn apart and is the good guy in the story, I guess. As much as we know, I mean, we don't know why. It could have both been bad. I would assume yellow is a color. Red, of course, is anger and negativity as a color. Yellow's typically more soothing and maybe healing. I would assume opposites, if the twins kind of being at odds. Again, damned if you do, damned if you don't. If we're trying to stop a calamity by bringing them together, but our apprehension keeps us from doing that, then we kind of we don't stop it and it comes anyway. So flip a coin, I guess.
Look, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Does anybody want to make a persuasion roll? Either folks who have already been speaking, or if anyone feels like they have a strong idea from their character perspective that would like to try and convince Tova here. Flint, I heard a
I understand the apprehension, but I feel that this being so close to Felix, I mean, we should at least try. We should at least entertain it. You know, if something doesn't feel right, I mean, we can always, you know, call it off.
But here's something I just thought of. If we retrieved these items for Felix to begin with, and he had them in proximity, so if he was setting off some bomb, wouldn't it have done it long ago? Wouldn't it, if Felix was under the sway of something bad, wouldn't he have already enacted that instead of putting them up to be safe in wherever the Grey Circle keeps them, and then continuing to look for others? And if it doesn't work until you get all the others, then putting the three together is not going to do anything right now because they've already been in proximity. And no telling what Felix did on his own to begin with, if he tried that or not.
Okay, you guys can both roll.
Can I just give the advantage to Flint with me interjecting that little bit into his speech?
Yeah, I guess that's easy enough. Shit, dude.
I mean, I'll take it.
Use your inspiration and re-roll that.
I'm inspired to fuck things up.
Can I use my inspiration to make him re-roll that?
Yes. Malicious
Silvery
fate
barbs!
points.
Silvery barbs! Notoriously balanced spell.
I prefer a test. If you follow me, we have safe rooms for investigating particularly volatile artifacts and I will permit you to see one of these two that you've brought.
Yeah, I mean, that same kind of test, if it can feel like a connection or something, then we could trade them out or something, if it is.
But I want you to understand, we will be watching, and if anything feels wrong, no one is leaving that room. Ever.
That's fair.
Okay.
You'd bring sausage and other foods in, wouldn't you?
It won't matter, if that's the case. All right. If we're going to do this, follow me.
Do we want to just, Gumbo, you want to do it alone? You want all of us in there? Do you want just select few of us?
I mean, I've got the weird connection to these things. I don't mind doing it alone, so in case it goes wrong, I'm the only one stuck in there. That seems reasonable.
I'll go with you if you need. If you don't want to be alone, or if something happens, you need help.
I mean, if it turns out to be bad, I wouldn't want to put you guys at danger.
Just kind of look at Flint. Can you, some sort of like blessing or something you can put on her before she does it? To help her? Protect her?
Not particular. Listen, I smite things, and I don't think I have any, like, blessings.
Like touches her with the sign of the cross. You're good to go.
The best thing I got is my aura, my riz.
I think I'll be okay. You know, just in case I get possessed again, I don't want anyone to be in, like, stabbing distance.
I would like to be within stabbing distance.
I would rather you were not.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm not full of blood. I'm full of circuits and oil.
Yeah, you know what? Blast can come in.
Yeah!
We're all going in.
I just want Blast in there, actually. No,
we're all
only
going
Blast
in.
can.
We're all going in.
He has a good point.
Fucking stop me.
I cast Hold Person on Flint.
You fail.
You fairly can't! I use my inspiration to reroll that.
You.
You failed
counterspell his fail.
Oh no!
This is the weirdest walk and talk. You guys just start slinging spells at each other.
She's just like, do you guys do this often? Yeah, once in a while. Like, not often, but often enough that it's weird.
I see it more dramatic letting Gumbo go by herself while we're standing like at this window watching and in anticipation and helpless to do anything. Versus the TPK of all of us going in there.
So you guys are going to be led down into a basement level that has kind of another hallway of they're really not good at internal decor in this place. Hallway of similar looking doors, but like just a plaque that has like a number and like a place where you could clip a piece of paper so that people can list like what the current projects are that need the space or what's in the room. There's a weird kind of animalistic roar coming from further down the hallway, and Tove is just like, don't mind that. Before like it gets quiet when a door closes out of view. But
it's that scene in Deadpool 2 where he says, where are all the other X-Men? And you see Beast like slowly close the door so you can't see him. Which, by the way, is like my favorite joke in cinema history. The joke is perfect.
That was a good one. I'm glad they got them in there for that one.
Yeah.
But she's arranged ahead of time so that one of the artifacts listed under Felix's name, they do a bit of cross-referencing. They're like, oh yeah, this group did return this to us, and we gave them our blessing, and we're like, thank you, and everything was kosher and friendly. So you guys' story checks out even better now. So when you get down there, if you're still deciding who's going to go in, if everybody's going in or not, you see there's just a single chair in front of a small table that has a pair of very intricately detailed bracers sitting just right there in the center of the table.
Yeah, that's the first one we ever got for Felix.
Like a deep copper ruddy brown with a kind of bizarre sheen to them. It's giving you this kind of anxious, empty pit of your stomach feeling, Gumbo.
Awesome. Love that.
Flint, I actually think we should stay out here, because if they're saying no one ever comes out, well, if we're in there and we can't get out, then we can't help Gumbo. But if we're out here, maybe we could force him to open it up if need be, or something, or figure out a way to fix it.
I'm all right.
You're all right going in, or you're all right staying out?
Going in.
I'm gonna wait out here, not because I'm scared to go in. I'll totally go if you want me to, Gumbo. But like I said, who's gonna rescue those inside if things go bad and you can't get out?
I'll be okay. I'll just go back to sleep. Let's get this over with.
So as you guys are discussing, the security of, I'll stay out here, and who's going to rescue you if things go bad. Tova has wandered over to Tova has walked over about 10 feet away from you, and you hear some clacking as a series of large, like, mechanical buttons are pressed, and then she pulls down on a lever, and the room itself is maybe like 20 feet across, a large circular space, and all around the perimeter you see the dark wooden facade. All these panels slide up, and there's like a series of about 12 golems in a dormant state that form a perimeter of the room.
I will tentatively enter if we are now permitted.
Yeah, the door's open.
I get flashbacks.
I will take Flint. Blaskin, you want to come too? You don't have to.
Yeah, I'll walk into the spooky room.
Okay.
Golems are like my brothers.
Wrong. Yeah.
Your big Nebraska corn-fed brothers.
Okay, with Blaskin and Flint, we enter.
Be safe.
Aren't we always? As the door closes.
Give Gumbo a big hug real quick before she goes in.
Aw. Sorry again for scaring you earlier.
Yeah, sorry I acted the way I did, but it's just, let's get this done.
All is forgiven.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, you guys enter. Tova, through the controls, seals the door for the time being, and then puts her hand on a stone to the side of the window that everyone's looking through, so that her voice carries through. All right, whatever you're going to try, just realize that I've got my finger on a trigger. We're not setting loose anything world-ending today.
I would hope not.
Is there like a panel, like, can I see through into the room also?
Yeah, it's
I
a
get
large
stool to stand
viewing
on.
window.
It's probably too tall.
There's a series of them readily available because there are some shorter staff members who need to be able to monitor.
I will.
You can feel like a. Sorry, go ahead.
That's all. I'm closing the distance.
Okay.
Slowly.
Is the chairs it facing when she sits down? Is she facing the window or away from the window?
You guys are off to the side. So you've got like profile view of the whole thing. As you close the distance there, Gumbo, there's this like excitement and fear. You're getting. It feels like the energy coming from your rider here is like a kid at the doctor's office scared to get an injection. Like there's this knowledge that there's this fear of some kind of pain that just is unavoidable. And at the same time, there's just this all-consuming hunger. Like you have to be there. It's almost magnetic. Like there's a pull to it.
Ooh. You don't know what's gonna happen either, huh? It makes two of us.
I know that being taken apart hurts. And I don't know what it's like to be put back together.
Don't worry. I'm here now. I'm gonna put my little gnome hands on this thing.
You reach out and you touch the bracers. And all you hear is this intense, like someone who's just broken the surface after being held under at the bottom end of a pool for, twice as long as they've ever held their breath in their life. Swore they were going to die, finally gets free. Just this huge pull of awakening and then a intense, drawn out, from the depths of their soul, scream of pain and fear and confusion and injustice. And you don't recognize that it's coming out of you at the same time. And for the rest of you, like she's screaming. She sounds terrified. You don't see any signs of physical pain. It's just like in that moment, there's a blend of that psyche, and you're experiencing. You're kind of doing a shit. What was the movie? The Never-Ending Story moment between the narrator and Atreyu. Like you're feeling it like in the exact same beat as this, like that chaotic rush of vision and emotion and knowledge. That was easy mode. This is you have this flash in your head where suddenly you're seeing from the perspective of someone who's held down on a table, and you already see that like two people have left with the bottom half of your body, with like this weird. It's instead of just bleeding, there's just this like resilient cheese pull of like energy sinew that is still dragging away from each leg that is wandering off. being like carried by like four kind of impossibly large individuals. And you look over as you watch your left arm just severed at the elbow, and that they start to pull in that same direction. And then that vision falls off, and you're back there touching the bracers, and then you go, your vision goes white again, and you see you don't recognize the face, and at the same time it feels very familiar. It's like family, but it's not the family you grew up with, but you're just getting this mixed experience where that's your brother. That's Kotek. You know it is. You know this face. You know you're familiar with just this twist of fury screaming at you. You can't hear any of the words. It's almost like a silent movie. But there's just that intense prodding of a finger over and over again into your chest as they're making their point. And then you just stop. And you hear your buddy there in the amulet like retching and trying to catch their breath, and you hear them effectively, they're just like spitting something out, and you're back in that kind of white space, and the gnome celestial shape that would converse with you has turned like a bit of a, from that light blue, it's shifted a little to almost like an aqua. It's gotten a little bit of yellow added to the color mix. And it's gotten like about 2 feet taller than you are now, and is losing some of the gnomish features. You're going a little more neutral humanoid at the moment. And okay. That was way worse than I was afraid of. Way worse.
Why did I have to feel it too?
You felt that too? I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. It's all right.
I did not know that was... I'm sorry,
You got
Dumbo.
it worse. It's okay.
Oh, we are so screwed.
Oh. It's not what I wanted to hear.
No, yeah, I mean, this is bad, but it's still okay. That it hasn't happened yet. I know he's taken a lot of time, because that's what you do when you're an immortal. You don't rush. You don't have to. Time really is kind of a you guys thing. It's more of just keeping track of causal chains for us. Me. Hi.
Hi.
Halpidon. I got my name back.
Halpidon.
There
It's
we
nice to
go.
meet you.
We're getting there. I'm so sorry, little one. That was not. You were not supposed to suffer for this. That's not part of the deal. It's not part of the deal.
Oh, it's
They
okay. I don't remember making any deals.
No, not your deal. My deal. They judged me. They passed a sentence. I was shunned for not believing in the need for mortal worship. And they judged that I should be sundered so that only through the assistance of the mortals could I be made whole again. But you weren't supposed to suffer for it.
The whole sundering part was pretty intense. It's okay.
You found one.
Yeah, apparently they
That
found
was
it
fast.
a while ago. They said they had two goblins. Yeah, that makes sense. You sound more like somebody now. That's good.
It's something. I remember the judgment. I still don't. I know there was a trial. I know there was a sentencing. I still don't remember what happened then. I know Kotak took my brother took a particularly opportunistic move to silence me. I had seen something. I had seen him do something. And I knew he hungered for more. And your worlds, I guided Felix to the three worlds. He's setting altars. He's setting stages. But he needs assistance. He needs the worship. He needs the belief as part of that, and the rest of the world becomes sacrifice. He's setting 3 seeds, 3 rituals. Orthala, Orth, Faerun. Those are his crystal sphere sacrifices. So I told Felix, well, I tried. I pushed Felix. Build your doors on those worlds. Find help on those worlds. That's where he needs to be stopped. Everyone on those worlds is sacrificed if he runs it through, if he gets his followers to complete his rituals. And then he becomes something much greater. Something I can't stop anymore.
Stop the rituals on 3 places. That's only 3 things. That's not so bad.
I admire your
Well, the Gumbo
optimism,
hears this,
little
right?
one. Yes, this is she's kind of back in that weird landing space, the loading program.
Gotcha.
He's very hungry for control, for power. I think he's reaching outside his. He's reaching across for outside help. You were very successful to get this far already. I did not expect something so quickly. Can you do it again?
Oh, gosh. They said they had 2 artifacts, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. There's one more here.
Wonderful. That's excellent. I will assist you any way I can. I believe I'm already doing. You are my unwitting conduit. I apologize for that. Saving you in the moment of your family's demise was the only move I knew in my minified state. I'd slept. The amulet had slept close to you in the earth. And in doing so, I believe I gifted you my knowledge of the arcane. However, that has come to fruition. I didn't really have much control over that. But if you see this as some kind of contract or deal. You use it however you see fit. I just ask that we find a way to stop my brother for all of your sakes. I love the mortal world. I just wanted it to be... I didn't like the forced devotion. But I certainly don't wish it ill. And this is going to be very... This is going to significantly alter even my world. If he gets what he wants.
You know, helps I happen to like Faerun, and my grandma always said I was built for bigger stuff than just the shop, so consider me devoted.
I knew I picked a good one. He's tall enough now where instead of patting you on the shoulder, he kind of pats you on the head. I can't promise the next one isn't going to be just as shitty as this one was.
That's okay. It'll take like 5 minutes, and then on to the next. I'll be all right. Are you a god? You're a god, right? Or something adjacent?
Mother is.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know what that makes me. I don't think this
Jason.
piece remembers.
That's okay. We'll get there.
Demigod.
Okay, well, good luck. And the whole construct just disappears. And you, in that moment, is when you let go of the bracers and you stop screaming.
I immediately fall to my knees, just kind of propping myself up with my stick.
Dumbo?
Hi.
As you, Blaskin, you probably noticed first because of your high passive perception. All of the golems aren't moving, but they've definitely been activated.
Like the eyes start glowing and like, oh.
Yes.
Power. So her scream in our time, how long was she screaming? Was it like a second? Was like 5 minutes?
It was like 15 seconds straight.
So I picture as that look, he's like pounding on the glass, like yelling. You see his mouth moving, but he's yelling, "Flint, do something!" But from the other side, you see him mouthing and pounding on the glass.
Mm-hmm.
I'll slowly get closer to Dumbo.
I'm gonna hold my hand out and cast Goodberry, and I'm gonna be like, I think you need probably all of these.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, my throat was hurting all of a sudden.
Hey, do you have any water? Her throat's probably sore as fuck.
No, I could try to cast a really small version of Cone of Cold. That's like an ice pack, right?
I've got
Oh, that's
water.
great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here you go, Dumbo.
I'll take the berries. That's plenty, thanks. Sit on the ground, take some berries. Okay. Well, that went well.
Did it?
I'd say so.
Did it? Okay. I mean, I guess you get to decide.
I'm okay. You guys are still okay? Yeah, I went pretty well.
I'm looking at I'm horrible with remembering names. The girl's name, the lady. I'm like, she's okay now. It looks like. Can she come out?
And as you're asking her this, you notice Tova's hand is like sitting clenched around a second like two-sided lever that's been moved from dormant to engaged, but not pulled all the way down.
Thank you for hesitating.
Yeah, I kind of put my hand on hers gently and like, can she come out now? And trying to push it back to the off switch.
You just pull it the rest of the way down.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, wrong way.
Let's just take care of it. She lets go of the lever, so you're uncontested if you want to shift it back to shut down.
Yeah,
And she puts her hand back on the communication stone. What just happened? You screamed the worst sound I've heard in at least 30 years for 15 seconds straight and then stopped.
I'm gonna nudge Gumbo. You hear that, Gumbo? You beat a 15-year record.
Wow. Yeah. There were some interesting visions happening. Halfidon? What's his name?
Are you asking me or are you saying that to the team?
I was saying that to the team.
Okay.
He's super nice. There was some minor sundering that happened that things had to be reattached. It was a little uncomfortable. Sorry if I made a scene.
That sounded more than a little uncomfortable.
Do you have a name yet?
Alphidon. Alps. It's a good name.
I look at Tor. Does that mean anything? That name?
Nope.
Do you have any astronomy, celestial books, constellations? What's the twins?
Gemini.
Is that what they're called in all realms? All worlds?
That's the one I'm familiar with, but I do believe most. I mean, your constellation question is going to be based on the material sphere you hail from, or where you're viewing them. Not everyone shares the same stars, obviously.
Do I know anything from my world of a set of twins that would coincide?
You tell me. It would make more sense that Lucky would know of
Not by those
any of
names.
his particular astrology. Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, those names don't sound familiar to your celestial knowledge.
Yeah, he didn't say he was a god. He said his mom was a god. But Kotak, he's making these rituals on these 3 different worlds. Orthala, Faerun. What was the third one?
I don't know how you pronounce it. This is the one that Greyhawk's on.
Orth.
The Orth. If we stop those rituals, we'll stop the whole world eating thing.
Well, that seems like a good place to start. Do you need to get the other item?
Oh, yeah, just give me a couple minutes. Oh, God.
Yes, and what do you intend to do with this one? Are you supposed to keep it? Did you just need to get near it and now you're done?
What about
Gosh,
the
I
other
didn't
one?
really ask.
What about the other one?
You said this is the screaming. I'm sure you felt whatever that was, Gumbo. Something horrible from
The sundry,
that.
yeah.
Well, what if you just laid all the items down and just like kind of tossed it onto the table where they're near each other? Do you have to touch them, or can they just be close and that done, then you don't have to scream again?
Oh. I mean,
unless you're into that kind of thing, but it sounded pretty bad.
I would feel bad if he suffered alone.
mean, I feel super bad for you. I was terrified and scared, but I don't want to share that. No offense, I don't want you going through it either, but I don't want to share.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm a big girl. There's just some like growing pains when the memories of a more godly being are forced into the head of a mortal. It's not really what we're used to.
Well,
It's
to be
different
fair,
for sure.
I mean, you are a gnome, so I don't know if you're a big girl, but
I am the gnome.
Yeah, short jokes has got
Thank
him.
you. I guess I could ask. Hey, helps, buddy. Do we need to keep the items now, or are you good?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Still a bit winded on that one.
There is no current response.
Oh, he's probably tired.
Yeah, maybe he needs a rest too.
Hey, you seem pretty excited to touch the next one.
We can do that. I mean, are you cool with that? Put in the same room.
Is that okay, Topha?
My stipulations still stand.
Works with me.
I mean, she did good the first time. I mean, she suffered, but
Yes, and if we feed it and it grows stronger, I just worry about a tipping point. Maybe it's not strong enough yet to show its hand.
what if it's being true and it needs to stop its brother? This stuff, 3 worlds are gonna die. I mean,
Right, that's why my stipulation still stands. We do it the same way.
Yeah.
We don't let our guard down.
I think she says she's good.
I'm okay with that. I feel great.
All right.
I feel like I have four spell slots.
Let me go arrange it. She's going to request that you guys kind of chill up in the rotunda of the main floor for now, because they want to take the other one back into the archive, set up the room again. There's certain protocols she has to go through now that she pressed the button to activate a series of golems.
HR's down here now and everything.
Like, we all saw you turn those on.
I will find a nice cushy chair to melt into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will say, Gumbo, you have 1 level of exhaustion right now.
Awesome. Deserved. I earned this.
It's going to take her about, I want to say half an hour to get everything done that needs to be done to switch things around, to call in the right teams. There's lots of effectively hazmat protocol handling all of the magical items. Is there anything anybody would like to do in that kind of short downtime there among the library stacks, or if you want to try anything else?
No. I'll try to scrounge up some food for Gumbo.
There's the easiest thing to find is that there's like a little break room off to the side where there's a series of like pastries and other like baked rolls. There's some meat rolls in there as well, and a kind of large decanter of water and juice.
I'll grab several of them, decanter under my arms. I come walk back in like armload of like pastries and stuff. One of them in my mouth. Gumbo, got some good stuff.
My eyes are like half open. I take one and I put it in my mouth, and my eyes close again.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. I take one, I just kind of sit it under her
Yeah, we heard
nose
you.
to smell. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because she said her eyes are kind of half open. I just kind of stick it under the nose. Gumbo's pretty
The
good.
mouth opens.
Just push it in a little bit so she can take a bite.
So like I said, it takes her about a half hour to come back to you guys. The return, you notice, is a bit quicker. There's a renewed kind of concerned look to her face. She comes up and she kind of requests that you all gather around a bit, and she's talking in hushed tones. So this is a bit embarrassing, given the events of today. We can't find it. It's gone missing.
And this one wasn't stolen also, was it? It was just a recovery by itself, or was it a...
No, so the shield is the one that you guys pulled out of Therakos Vaspia, with Will's sword as one of the keys, with the other two.
Right.
And that was basically, like, you could tell it was an ancient relic, had been in there for a very long time, and then had been you guys had delivered it to their archive. So no, it had never been. The first one was stolen. They already had it. This one they've had for a month.
How does somebody that protects artifacts that destroy the world and things like that just lose two of them in such short order? I mean, we recovered this one that was stolen, the braces, and now this one's gone.
Elbow you.
Yes, well,
I'm not being accusatory. I'm just saying it seems like a problem.
Believe me, far too many people are already looking into this. As of now, the braces were the catalyst for changing our security protocols. Two different people in the archive or the artifact room at all time. A bit of a extra changing of guards, additional oversight. It shouldn't have happened. This is not. We did not suffer the same problem we did with the first artifact. This is.
Do you have any scry footage that's been saved? Crystal ball, maybe we could you got in the corners of each room to record everything.
I wish that was the thing. This is very recent information, so we're trying to find more. We're making sure everybody's shown up for work today, making sure that nobody's gone missing. We don't know yet. We're trying to. Just rest assured, we're doing everything we can. This is very concerning, given what we've just learned. I don't think it's a coincidence.
I don't either.
We lost Phoenix
maybe
today.
That should have maybe give some more. That's what I'm looking for. Feel that this guy's actually on the good side, because if something's trying to prevent him from coming back together to stop bad things happening.
Yes, well, I'll be sure to thank him myself if we can just find the piece that's gone missing.
Does anybody have a locate object? Maybe we could get a read. I haven't learned that myself. I know it's a spell.
Let me double check this one.
I'm actually surprised I don't have that. So,
Yeah.
It's a
I
level
think
2
you guys need to buy a
divination.
couple spells.
Yeah. So I just have not earned that yet.
Yeah.
If you get it here, I could try to scribe it in my book, and I could do it myself.
So, yeah, she can go into detail on this, but they had someone try that right then and there when they said, "Oh shit, it's not here anymore." Like it's the box that it should have been kept in this case is completely empty. So one of the people they had on the actual team who would have known what it looked like cast the spell, and it's not within 1,000 feet, so they don't have anything past that.
Well, we got some answers, and then we got more questions, and I don't know that we still know where to look for anything for more of them. Maybe a friend can. He was pushing Felix. He said to find him. Maybe he knows where we can look. Maybe he can tell us.
I can ask. I feel like if he knew, he probably would have told me by now, though.
I don't know what all's been shared. So would it have been shared that this is based, or from my legend lore, know this was kind of followers of this other guy that are the ones that did this? So maybe find out.
Necessarily that would have. You mean followers of this other guy would have stolen it?
That took the pieces to hide them or keep them separated. Somewhere we could look, basically, like, who are the followers of this person? What kind of cult or religion or whatever, to try to look at that for a direction or something, to start researching to find out who were they.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to do some investigation into that angle.
I would assume if I found or this has a large library, or maybe the Gray Circle has its own library here to.
Yeah, that's where you guys have been sitting. It's the Gray
Okay,
Circles.
I'm as we're talking and doing that, I'm getting up and wandering the shelves, just trying to look for anything that may trigger in my head. Hey, let me look at this. Maybe any book over religion, anything specifically from maybe where the shield was found, anything relating to that world. Actually, pulling books on religion on all three of the target planes, basically trying to start researching to look for connections, cults, different thing, into world prophecies, dismemberment of gods, anything.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Yeah, that's a nat 1. I think you get to reroll that.
Yes, I'm a halfling. Halfling's luck.
Oh wait, it did it for you.
Oh, did it? Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
It's a proficiency. Reroll D1 equals 1.
Oh my god.
So I rolled 2 ones in a roll.
No, so you rolled a 1, and then it did a reroll, because I see a second D20 with a different number on it.
I got a +8 on that one.
So you do find a couple different references to sundering of various types. One that you come across from Faerun is referring to like this. Unfortunately, it was talking about like this hero character from like a bygone era that had angered the gods and was separated into 3 pieces, which became like a creation myth for a chain of islands. then the other one that starts to be promising is not. So it was someone who was torn apart, like a demigod who had been cast out of their celestial clique and torn into like 5 different pieces, and then reassembled after an era had gone by as like they had paid their penance. So that doesn't lead you to, well, this guy's still split apart, so that can't be that one. Nothing that really points you towards, okay, this is a specific cult that we're working with. You find way too many like apocalyptic doomsday cults. They just seem to be really popular both before and after like either political upheaval or an actual cataclysm where the people who say, hey, I knew what was going to happen, they all died, and so then the people who survived afterwards started predicting the next one. So there's a whole lot of noise in that info, but you aren't able to find anything that specifically references either of the names you've been given or the being split apart into this like armor on these particular worlds. So you find patterns, they just don't align close enough to what you're looking into right now.
So and also looking for like what I was talking about earlier, any twin deities or sibling deities. Maybe not twins specifically, but siblings.
So with the role that you got, I will say that you do find a couple different references to not specifically named deities, but the tendency for twins in like a deitic family structure to kind of land around like the alignments of neutrality. Where it kind of forces the 2 sides of the spectrum into 2 different bodies, 2 different like containers. So a lot of your kind of neutral alignment gods, if they have their own demigod children, there's a tendency in various mythologies to be like, oh yes, well those children were twins and they were like perfect, the yin and yang to each other.
I'll be trying to scribble and put together whatever notes that seem maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I will be doing. I'm sure that will take several hours.
Sure. What are the rest of you doing during this time?
Make sure
Running
Gumbo
off
doesn't
somewhere.
turn into a squid monster or something.
Oh yeah, Gumbo, you
was
failed
in
your
my
con
game.
save. You're now an elder god.
Oh my god!
Sorry, guys.
I knew this would happen.
I told her about this 3 weeks ago. No.
Quit stealing my
Last one, I
thunder.
can
That's
draw
my
cards.
game. That's my gimmick.
Flaskin, what you up to?
So I have this whole time, Blaskin's actually been thinking of a way that he can get his hands on a scroll of sending. And maybe trying to think up a way that he can use his connections to send some money back to Faerun. Because he's actually worried about his old boat crew. And he wants to send them a warning to get out while you can, because this is the first time Blaskin's been scared of something.
Uh-huh.
We've been facing the supernatural the whole time, but it's all been fairly grounded. Even the mind flayers are just, we killed them. They were something that we could sink a dagger into, and they would stop moving. And this is a little bigger than that. And this is a whole revelation he's having. He's kind of short-circuiting a little bit. And he's just like, I need to get the people I care about out of the blast radius.
Big blast
and I'm
radius.
not even sure. Yeah, he's not even sure that A, he can, B, that they'll listen, because that's where they live.
Uh-huh.
He might do a sending and say, hey, get out. And they're like, Blaskin, this is like everything we have is here. We can't just up and leave. And it's like, you gotta. So he's kind of just been quiet the whole time, trying to run the numbers and see if he could convince his old crew from was gonna say years ago. It's been years in real life. It's been what, 9 months here?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, less than that, because I think it's 9 months from when we started the campaign with just me, Will.
Well, so if we were saying you guys were just coming up on about a year, then I could see that, you know, you ran into Blaskin probably about 3 months in. So I think 9 months is a fair estimate.
Okay.
But that's what he's been thinking this whole time. I need to get a scroll of sending, and I need to be able to send money, and I don't know how. I only know how to do one of those things.
So has that just been internal, or are you actually like going out or asking people around if there's a way to get a hold of that?
Right now, it's been all internal.
Okay.
I mean, it seems, as far as Blaskin is concerned, the Gray Circle has been kind of ineffectual at like every step of the way. So he doesn't really want to rely on them. Every single thing that we've done for the Gray Circle, we've basically done for them, and they haven't actually helped in a tangible way. So to Blaskin, he's like, these guys kind of like, they really fumble the ball whenever they get it. And we're the people who have to pick it up and run to the end zone. So he's trying to think of a way that he can either get back to Faerun and leave the gold somewhere like a port master that he can pay a lot of money to leave a lot of money so that he won't take it, because I can't be there to stop him. And he's been running these possibilities, like, how can I do this? How can I put this stuff at a port that I know they will get to after the sending, and convince them to somehow get out of Faerun entirely, if they even know what the cosmology is. I could do a sending and be like, you guys got to get out of Faerun, and they'll be like, what? That's the whole planet. How does that work?
Just to be technical about it, your crew is on Orthala, the same homeworld as Will and Flint.
Oh, okay.
They met you.
Okay.
They met you going from one continent to another. Yeah, we had more people on Faerun, and then Tony died.
But that's been Blaskin's entire internal thought process for this. He's like, holy shit, I have people I give a crap about, and now there's like, it was easy when I was the one who was in danger. Now it's deeper. It's more personal than just my own life.
Right.
And so he's been silently listening to... I shouldn't say even silently listening. He really hasn't been listening to anyone else at all.
Yeah,
he has like... he has like 8 people that he's been like, oh, fuck. 8 people I actually give a crap about are in danger for the genuine first time.
For sure. Okay. So I'll say, and Gumbo, did you say you were up to anything in particular, or you're just vegging?
I'm vegging.
Okay.
With Flint.
Vegging with Flint. I love that show.
Yeah.
All right. So about the time that Lucky is finishing up his investigation, and Blaskin has had the same anxious running in circles mental circus for like the 4th time, Tova comes back to you guys with a bit more information. But we do have one lead we need to start looking into. If you're quick on your feet, then this will be, I'm sure this will be right up your alley, given you were able to find Felix in a city of devils across the Outlands from where he started. I mean, I can't say I'm not impressed. I've come to learn of a couple more of the exploits around the items you've returned or discovered. Looks like we didn't even have one to begin with. I'm a little concerned about Felix's bending of the truth on that particular target. We had a member of our archive security team that has not shown up today. They have an apartment a little ways across town. I can give you. She's like already writing down a note about like the specific address where he's supposed to live. Someone's supposed to go check it out, but they're clerks. And given everything going on, I've said, look, we've potentially lost one more person today, and I'm not going to send, a paper pusher to go see if there's something, nefarious afoot. So I would appreciate if you could go. His name was Derek Long. He worked in the security team. He's been here a couple of years. He's very reliable. His coworkers have told me. So you should not the type that could even really be swayed for money. He came into a lot of it through his family, so he was pretty well-to-do. He just liked the job. So I don't think this is another one of those. Well, I stole an artifact and I'm going to go sell it and make a new life for myself kind of people. So here's his address. I would appreciate if you could go see if we have yet another vacancy to fill, or if he's doing all right, and this is all just a coincidence, and we'll continue looking into our other alternative resources. Look, concerns with security as they are, I'll leave this up to you, but I might honestly feel better if you kept braces with you. I feel like a moving target is safer than just trying to find out we've got yet another security hole.
Yeah, that sounds good. One thing we might want to try also, since this has just happened, maybe slip out, have word go out that the braces have been stolen also. So maybe people, or they maybe look for a moving target then, but some sort of subterfuge. Maybe it's been moved to another gray circle location. It's private, so they misdirection of some sort to help also.
I think it might be better if people expect them to be here. But I think that's
somebody
not a
on the
bad
inside
idea.
here though, Gumbo, then they may know that's a lie.
Could
Last-
be, yeah.
The last piece on record is that they have been pulled to be investigated in one of the secure rooms.
Can you put down
As
they're being transported back to a different secure place, so the notes show that they're still here, or just where they're not going to be? Misleading paper trail kind of thing.
We do have a couple of off-site storage facilities, pocket planes, usually for cases where a set of items is too dangerous to keep nearby.
Could use
They
that
need
as
to be separated by time and distance.
Is a honeypot too. See who goes there that shouldn't be. Just kind of surveil that area, see who shows up. Maybe that will point us to who took the other or organization or something. Say a little honeypot.
It's not the worst idea. I tend to wonder why they didn't just take both of them if they had access to one.
Maybe they took it while we were touching it.
Also a possibility.
Well, didn't know about the connection. If it maybe different faction, different cell.
Yes, it would be strange. It would be strange if they took it while we were already working on the one, given that our missing Derek was supposed to sign in for work a good 3 hours before you got here. We'll see. I suppose it'll be based on. I can get it ready to be documented as moving to one of our offsites, and you can let me know what you find at Mr. Long's apartment, and we'll go from there.
Sure.
Very
Sounds
well.
good.
I've left a note at the front desk that if you come requesting conversation with me, that's all they need to know. You shouldn't be held up for any legislative purposes or paperwork.
Should we have some sort of like password to make sure we verify who it's not somebody pretending to be us or you? Phrase, secret handshake, something.
What do you suggest? Cloak and dagger really isn't my thing. I like revealing information, digging it up, not hiding it.
I'm kind of looking at everybody else to like any ideas.
That's your suggestion, man.
He's not with us. Kind of honor him, keep him with us in spirit. Well, I'm trying to remember what would like is Will's favorite apple.
All of them.
Granny Smith. It's the best apple.
The code word is apples. That's good. I think that's good enough.
Well, yeah, if you like apples, and you say whoever asked the other if they like apples, it's like all of them is the answer.
Okay, what's your favorite apple? And the response is all of them.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's probably ridiculous enough to be fairly unique. Okay, I can work with that for now.
And I'm looking around the room we're in now. It's like this isn't we're private here, right? And nobody just heard us talk about that.
Go ahead and make a perception check. I mean, you just said that out loud, so anybody who would like to can go ahead and make a perception check.
Two.
Anybody that rolls a 1, I can tell you to do it. I can help you do it again.
What are we rolling? Sorry.
If you want to roll a perception check,
Can I do it at disadvantage?
yeah,
Cool.
always.
I'm too distracted to be.
Yeah.
3 to
yeah.
1. I didn't need the disadvantage.
make you
I was able
re-roll
to
it.
fail all on my own. No, it's fine. I didn't need the disadvantage. I was plenty capable of shitting the bed all on my own.
As you look around, everyone you notice is no one is looking your direction. Everyone seems either engrossed in the work they're doing and collaborating on over various work tables, or is busy hurrying around trying to find the research material that they need to continue their own work. Nothing catches your eye in terms of like someone who's lingering, someone who is quickly changing their behavior to look busy, or just far too curious. So you're fairly confident that the level of volume you've been using and the distance between your group and any of the other people in the rotunda is far enough and low enough that your conversation's been private.
Okay, is there before we walk out of here, just to still help after we get the item, someplace private I can cast something to disguise us so we leave here, people aren't seeing us leave here?
Do you want like a coat closet?
Something we can all fit in, where I can cast seeming. And
I mean, you can use my office, I suppose.
okay, yeah. Say a thing once we get the item. Let me make us look different. Can you remember how we did at the school? And we'll look different coming out, going out what we came in.
Can I be a goblin this time?
They're gross, but yeah.
They're not gross, they're beautiful.
All right, she'll lead you guys back to her office, just kind of close to the clerk's desk at the front. But there's enough room for you guys to gather in there. She walks in with you so as to not look more weird than usual for a bunch of people to be going into her office on their own. But the general vibe of the hallway is that everybody's very busy with their own work, thinks very highly of their own work, and so there isn't too much gawking or just like curiosity in general.
Okay. Yeah, so
you're able to.
I'll disguise this, and we should probably like go out and like one at a time, kind of space it out, go our own direction, then we'll regroup someplace. But whoever's carrying the device, I think Flint should go with him unless he's the one carrying it. Just to have a little bit of backup.
Oh, works for me.
So, Flint, you've got the artifact, or is somebody else carrying the bracers?
I could take him.
Okay. I want to say it's still got an item card, even.
And then once we're ready to go, I'll cast Seeming to try to make us look like a nondescript average person in the typical garb coming in and out of this place. Very mundane and plain looking.
We all look like we're on our second day of the job.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a item.
What are you looking for?
I was going to see if I still had the actual artifact item card for those. Nope. I don't think I do. I'll have to make a new one again. That's fine. Okay, so Flint's got him. And sorry, I missed a little bit of what you were saying before, Bradley. Was there any question in there, or are you just saying you guys are kind of splitting up a bit?
Seeming to make us all appear very nondescript, very average, but typical garb of the people that are around here to see. So somebody walking out of the building, it's like, yeah, I see that all the time. You're not paying attention to it.
Yeah, you guys can look like a combination of gray circle robed individuals, as well as like a clerk or two or like an attorney. There's all kinds of people coming and going that have to do like office related work because they like to have everything registered, and that sometimes they even need like underwriters for like, because they do make some money selling specific artifacts that are deemed not dangerous. So yeah, you've got your pick. You guys can easily blend into the regular crowd of the clerk's ward there.
One last thing before we leave. Tova, you've been very accommodating of our rather peculiar situation. Thank you for your help. And I'm sorry for your loss.
I am too. But thank you for... You did rescue him. And if you really are going up against a god, then you were fucked to begin with, so I was out of line.
We'll hopefully come back soon with some information.
Yes, please. I'll have any readily available if I'm not here myself as well. Best of luck.
As you're leaving the room with the seeming up, you could just catch out of the corner of your eye, like she's sat down at her desk in that office, and you finally see like the head fall into the hands, and then just the briefest beginnings of like shoulders that start to shake with a sob. And you
grief.
guys, disperse into the milling crowd of the wider plaza there. I think that's going to be a great place to break. But before we do that, this is also a point where you guys can hit level 12. So if you want to do your level up stuff here while we're all together, definitely jump into that.
Yippee!
Oh my god, it's been so long since I leveled up in anything. I am
It's been 80.
gonna have to remember how again.
84 years.
I just grabbed the druid shield and drop it on total level, right?
Yes. And then it should prompt you for any decisions you have to make. Otherwise, it should just bump everything up accordingly. I think level 12 is going to be a feat and or
ASI.
ability improvement.
Oh, I thought we were hitting 13 for some reason. I don't know why.
Sweet. So we're stopping here for tonight. So thank you for running tonight, sir. Appreciate it. Good session. Thank you to everyone who hung out with us. Appreciate that very much. You can catch replays of this campaign or our other ones on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follow, shares appreciated. Trying to get to 100 on Rumble and 500 on YouTube. That's the goals. And anyone wants to help out with that, that's appreciated. Twitch people here, if you want to hang out, I'll find someone to raid if someone's still on. Otherwise, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll be back Tuesday night for Kelso's game, midnight Central. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Internet.